All right, so the next thing we're gonna move on to is the game called Slay the Princess. And I heard of this game. Matter of fact, I have it in my queue of games
Dude,
to
it's
buy.
this game is good. It's a pretty
Have you been playing it? I haven't played it
yeah,
yet.
man. It's been pretty fun so far. I really enjoyed
Okay,
it.
I have to check it out because I've heard a lot of things about it.
It's a good game, bro. I really hope it gets some awards. Did it come out this year or last year? I'm like, this game
I remember
deserves some
seeing it
awards.
last year.
Dang, it should have got some awards, but I'm not gonna lie, because it's like the story of this game is solid. I'm not gonna. It's a solid story. And I'll just say
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Wait, what?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Now hold on a second. Don't you listen to him? What did I ever do to you?
She will do everything in her power to stop you.
Well, yeah. I don't want to die.
She'll charm and she'll lie and she'll promise you the world, and if she has the chance, she will kill you 12 times over.
Is he even listening to me?
Don't forget, the fate of the world rests on your shoulders.
You're not actually going to try and slay me or anything, right? Because I wouldn't if I were you. If you try, I'll kill you as many times as it takes.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
We
I
got
like
a
it
game
too
boy?
because
that's actually a part of the game.
well, it's a point and click, not point and click, but it's an adventure game. So
It's a visual novel. I mean, yeah, it's a
visual novel. Yeah, so it's not like it's like
But you get to make a ton of different choices, and every choice you makes a different timeline, right? There's like timelines where you can actually work with her, and even depending the way you like kill her, right?
Yeah.
So, because you remember what she said, no matter how many times you try to kill her, she'll try to kill you or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So what will happen is after you kill her, she'll start to warp into different versions, right? So it'll become more monstrous depending on the way you kill her, and depending on how you act, actually, personality-wise, your character will act different over the course of time, right? If you're more coward, because she'll have some crazy forms later on, right? So eventually, if you just be a coward, eventually you just lose the choice to have any option because you've been a coward for the last couple rounds. So eventually, you just can't do nothing,
I like the art style. I like the fact that they left it black and white in the sketchy look.
Oh yeah, everything's all hand drawn. Yeah, it's everything's all hand drawn.
Which goes back to our previous two conversations. Like, man, hold on.
What, man?
Oh man, ain't nothing like.
I mean, it's possible they could use textures and stuff on it. So how many different avenues is there?
Dude, there's like at least 20 routes, and all 20 routes have like 5 variations because the thing is you get 3 different loops. Okay, so basically you have the first initial loop, and then you have 3 loops that will kind of warp off the original path, right? So it's like she'll have different versions depending on how you kill her. If you work with her, you have different ways to kill her. Because you can listen to her, so you don't have to kill her, right? Or you be in the middle of killing her, and then she'll be like, "Oh, don't kill me," and then she'll will change her form or whatever, depending on how you act or interact with her, because every route leads to her transforming into something different. Dude, that one with the mask is a crazy one. That one with
so
the
how long is the game?
I mean, there's definitely a lot of content, and I played at least 5 hours, and I'm not like halfway through the game.
Okay.
There's a lot to explore in this game. There's a lot of different endings. And so, like I said, she has a lot of different forms. It really just depends on how you play, And the thing is, you got to remember, too, it's not just you and her. There's a narrator, too. The narrator is going to keep telling you what to do, right? And say if you want to side with the princess, right? Even the narrator eventually will start fighting against you because he's like, yo, this is not what you're supposed to do. You need to kill her. And you actually take control over you. You get to try to fight back against him. And as you die, your character starts to, slowly, mentally break, right? And like I said, depending on your actions, right, that'll actually decide the voice who you have. You can have other voices in your head. Because like I said, if you're being like a coward, right, you have the voice of coward. If you're a hero, you have the voice of heroes,
Yeah.
And sometimes those voices might betray you.
Like I said, I had it in.
So it's not.
I have
you
it in my
versus the
queue. I just
princess.
never bought it.
It's you versus yourself too, depending on your choices. You know.
Yeah.
You know, that's the conversation we need to have. How the indie studios are really pushing gaming versus the major.
You want to make a video on that? I have so many indie games I could talk about. If we make a video on that, I have a ton of indie games I could talk about that's been succeeding recently.
And for those who are on Facebook, I'm gonna put a poll up on my page. I'm starting a new art page. What should we talk about? I mean, we're here for y'all, not to inform y'all what we're doing and things like that. So, yeah, like things that we're really interested in. Brian's a storyteller. I'm just a chaos causer, and Carbon is the gamer / 3D artist out of the crew. So, you know, I love talking about. I used to be the game man. I remember one time we were going to Charlotte, and I was beating ass in Street Fighter like it was going out of style. You remember them days, G-Flux?
I remember you losing.
I never lost to you. I never lost to you.
I remember whooping
John,
your ass.
You have never beat me in Street Fighter.
I have a supreme Cammy. I remember destroying you.
You never did.
But I'll say that I think if we do I like the independent game thing, but I say we all play it though, and then we talk about it. We just dedicate a show to, you know, maybe like one game a week or something like that, or one game every 2 weeks.
I mean, there's a ton of indie games. If you
One
want
game
to
a month,
talk
that's
about
probably
indie games,
Yeah, indie games. Yeah.
dude, I'm about to say you want to talk about the successful ones or the failure ones? Because I know a lot about indie games. So you want to talk about successful indie games or ones that failed or something that's kind of in the middle?
We'll do them all. We'll let you be the decider, and then we'll.
Do you want to play multiplayer ones or single player ones? Because there's actually a lot we could play together too. They might be more on the jokey side, but they're doing really popular right now.
Yeah.
Hey, anything we can stream on the channel, man.
I mean, most indie games are pretty cheap too. So I mean, do you want to send like a list or something? Because there's a bunch of indie games right now that's popping off right now.
Yeah. Make a list.
Make a list, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Because.
And then I'll categorize it too, because I don't know if you want to. Because each week we could switch between different genres, you know. If you want to do something like that.
Well, let's try to do, because the more I think about it, for time constraints, we're probably not going to be able to do a game a week, but we could do maybe like one game a month. I think that's probably better because that gives everyone time to play it.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say definitely try to Slay the Princess. That's a good game, and like I said, the game will really cater around your decisions. Like I said, you know, depending on how you act in that game, she will change to be more monstrous or less monstrous. And
you've been playing it as research for your own adventure game, right?
Yeah, I would say that's me personally. I would say that's one of my favorite visual novels because the story is really good, and like I said, the game really caters around your decisions. Like that, the way the game will kind of morph to kind of make your decisions like the main priority of the story is kind of cool, you know, because there's not just one way to kill her, and like I said, she'll warp to become more monstrous depending on how you kill her, and like I said, the personality thing too, you know, like I said, depending on that personality of character you give him, you know, you might fall in love with the princess, you know, or you might be afraid of her, you know, or you may hate her, you know, which will affect the ending too.
All right. So you guys have anything else to say about Slay the Princess before we move on? I do like.
That's a good game. You guys should definitely give it a try.
And I do like the artwork, and I like the.
Like I said, everything drawn. But I remember when I read the description on Steam, I think that's what it said. I can check the Steam description real quick. Oh yeah, it's all voice acted too. Everything's all voice acted. It's everything. So yeah, it's fully voice acted, hand pencilized art with every background traditionally drawn with pencil and paper.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Man.
And the voice acting is pretty good too. That's one thing I get because some visual novels they be having trash voice acting, bro. Voice acting is really good in this. Like, I got to give that to the voice acting. Will keep you definitely intrigued, and it just tells you just enough, and you kind of got to make.
When you get the guy with the British accent, then you know you got some good voice acting.
Dude, the narrator is good, and the thing is, you don't know who's your ally, who's your enemy, because it's like the narrator is not necessarily good either. You know, you don't know if the princess is evil, you don't know if the narrator is evil. You know, you don't really know who to trust in this game, but you just got to make a decision.
Studio.